Chapter 1. Ellie. "Ellie, honey, there's something in the mail here for you," Mom shouts from the bottom of the stairs. "Coming," I shout back as I try to wrangle a 3-year-old into a frilly pink dress. "Lily, baby, can you please just let Mommy put this on you? Then you can go to daycare and see Callie," I say, throwing her best friend's name out there, knowing she can't resist seeing her. "Callie? Okay," she says in her adorable little voice. Lily is 3, and her vocabulary is amazing for her age. She can use full sentences, but sometimes you can't always make out a word. After I get Lily dressed, she tries to dart past me, heading to the stairs, but I scoop her up, making her giggle. "Not so fast, Lily Pad. You know you're not allowed on the stairs by yourself. Mommy doesn't want you to fall and get hurt." Once I'm at the bottom of the stairs, I let the little Tasmanian devil loose on the rest of the house, while I head to the kitchen to see what came in the mail. "It's on the table," Mom says without even looking at me. She's making Lily some pancakes. Picking up the pile of letters, I look through until I find a thick letter addressed to me. It's from SVU. My heart paces and my hands grow clammy. I've been waiting for this letter since I reapplied last month. Silver Valley University is one of the most prestigious schools in the country. It's located in Silver Valley, the town I grew up in from 4th grade up until we moved a few years ago. They accepted me with high honors, and I was all set to go after I graduated from high school. But with my father's company going belly up, we didn't have the money to pay for tuition anymore. Not that I'd wanted to stay there and go to the same school as them anyway. Not after how they handled the situation, how they were so quick to kick me out of their lives and treat me like shit. Just thinking about them makes me sick to my stomach. The horrible things the guys said to me. The dejected look Rain gave me as she cut all ties with me. When I left, I didn't know I'd be leaving with a piece of them. No matter how shitty that time in my life was, I got the best little thing out of it. Lily is my entire world. When we got here, I spent the whole summer thinking I had some bad flu, when it was actually morning sickness. My mom finally took me to the doctor, and they told me I was 4 months pregnant. I had no idea. I wasn't gaining any weight. A few months later, I gave birth to a beautiful little girl. My whole life became about her, and I know I'd do anything for her. My parents were and still are amazing when it comes to taking care of Lily. After I got the okay from my doctor, I got a job. My parents worked with me to arrange their schedule to fit with mine so that someone was always home to care for Lily. A few months ago, I started making enough to put her into daycare because my parents were finding it harder to make things work as their jobs got busier. My mom is a trauma nurse, but she's also going to night school to become a doctor. I didn't feel right getting in the way of that since she's already done so much for me. My father has his law degree and did something with it after his company went under. Seeing my parents work hard to provide for me and my daughter made me want to be like them. I want to give Lily the best life she can have. So that means going back to school. It also means going to the best school in the country if I could get in again. I was valedictorian of my graduation class, so I hoped that it would be enough to get a scholarship and get in. If I do, that would mean packing up Lily and moving back to the only town that ever really felt like home, leaving my parents behind and truly being on my own. I have money saved up, and the school has an amazing childcare program that's included in the scholarship I applied for. With the money I've saved, I could put the first 3 months' rent and a damage deposit on a 1-bedroom apartment. If I worked right away, I could afford a babysitter. It will leave very little time with Lily, but I need to do this for both of us. Putting on my big girl panties with shaking hands, I rip open the letter. I don't bother reading the whole thing, just the first few lines. When I read the word accepted, my heart stops. I'm sure I fainted. Or am I dreaming? "Well, what does it say?" Mom asks, with hope lacing her voice. I turn to her with tears welling in my eyes. "I got in," I whisper, my face splitting into a big smile. "I got in!" I shout louder. My mom cheers, almost sending the plate of pancakes flying, before setting them down and wrapping me in a big hug. She jumps around and squeals with excitement. Lily runs into the room and starts clapping her little hands, cheering along with us, even though she has no idea what's going on. I laugh and gather her into my arms, spinning her around and making her giggle in delight. It's me and you, baby girl. Mama's gonna do whatever it takes so you never want for anything in your little life. You will always be loved and cared for. I won't let anyone or anything get in my way. Driving across the country in a U-Haul was a bitch. Trying to keep a toddler occupied while operating a big-as-fuck truck was even harder. But I have to give it to her. With an iPad, some snacks, and a lot of breaks, we made it to Silver Valley in just under a week. I found a place online pretty fast, and my mom bought me a used car from one of her old friends who she grew up with. I tried to tell her I'd pay her back, but she wasn't having any of it. She said I needed some form of transportation to get to and from school and work. She was right. There were no apartments within walking distance to the school, so I needed something to get around. The new school year is starting in just a few days, so we made it just in time to settle in before our new life truly starts. I feel bad for taking Lily away from her Nana and Poppy and her friends, but she will make new friends, and Mom and Dad plan to come and visit for holidays if they can. Mama, where my room? Lily asks, looking around at all the boxes. We had dropped off the truck and took a cab home. I just got done ordering pizza. We don't have much, just the old couches from my parents' basement, a small table, and everything from our rooms back home. I plan to get as much as I can from the Dollar Tree tomorrow. You're gonna share a room with Mama. Is that okay? I ask, squatting down, taking her little hands in mine and swaying them back and forth. Her big blue eyes light up. Really? Sleepover! She cheers and runs to the bedroom. I chuckle, following after her. I brought most of Lily's stuff with us, but ended up having to leave some behind. There's no room for her bed, so she will be sleeping with me. Not like it matters, because the little turkey has been sneaking into my bed since she's been able to walk. It has wooden pallets as a bed frame, so it's off the ground but not too high if Lily falls off or wants to get on. I have it pushed up to the wall, so she will be sleeping on the inside anyways. I was able to bring her little dresser as well as my own, some bedside tables, lamps, toys, and clothes. Oh, and all of my books. I could never leave those behind. Silver Valley University offers a wide range of classes, so you can become just about anything you want. I'm sticking with a business degree for now. I want to open up my very own bookstore and be able to have time for Lily. Lily helps me take some things out of the boxes and puts them away. She doesn't do too bad of a job either. I only have to help her a few times. The buzzer to our apartment rings, and I hurry out to let the pizza man in. When the door knocks, I find a man around my age. That will be $24.50, please, the man says. He looks familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. He looks up and his eyes go wide. Ellie? He asks, then his face splits into a big smile. Ellie Tatum, is that you? Yes, I say, wondering who the hell this guy is and how he knows my name. He must be someone I went to school with. Wow, this is unbelievable, he laughs. Wait until they find out, he whispers to himself. He hands me over the pizza and I give him the money. Do I know you? I ask before he turns to leave. He shakes his head. No, but I know all about you. We went to the same high school. I wanted to ask you out, but, you were with the Silver Knights, so I knew I had no chance in hell. He shrugs. Are you back in town for school? He asks, and I nod, not really feeling hungry anymore at the mention of the guys and the silly name that they went by. Well, good luck with that. The Silver Knights and Lady Rain rule that school. Rumor has it you're still a sore spot for them. He cringes. Anyways, gotta go. Bye. He waves as he walks away. He leaves me standing there, bewildered. So Rain and the guys are still in school. I guess it makes sense that they're not finished with university yet. I mean, it all depends on what you're going here for. The guys were coming here on a football scholarship, and Rain wanted to become a child therapist. So it's not surprising they're still here. I knew there is a chance I'd run into them, but I guess I never knew how much of a reality it was until now. I'm going to the same university they are. Apparently, the one they rule. And from what that guy said, they still hate me. It sucks, and I'd be foolish to think they will just ignore me and pretend I'm not there. I know the moment they lay eyes on me, it's not going to be good. Hopefully, because we are in different years and with the campus being as big as it is, I'll be able to dodge them for a while. It's not like I'll be hanging there all day. I'll go to my class, pick up Lily, meet the sitter at home, then work, and come home. Lily and I eat our supper and watch some Netflix on the iPad. The cable people won't be here until Monday. Thankfully, we downloaded some shows and movies when we had Wi-Fi. After we're done, I give Lily a bath and put her to bed. Laying there with my little girl in my arms, I think about everything I'm blessed with. Amazing parents, a smart, funny little girl, and now I have this opportunity to take the first step in making our lives better in the long run. I'll do whatever I can to keep my baby girl safe, and if that means keeping her from her father, whoever it might be, then I will, for as long as I have to.
You can listen to the rest of the book in the Tempt Romance audiobooks app, available on the App Store and Google Play. The link to the book is in the description. Discover even more bestsellers and exclusive stories updated weekly, only in Tempt Romance audiobooks.